the next one who is to come forth is Mother God. There is great grace and solemnity about her appearance. There is a sweetness in her demeanor, and the best that I can say, a loving grace surrounds her. And when I look upon her, I feel this great confidence of her ability, nobility, and understanding and love for humanity. And so I speak to you today out of her lovingness for each and every one of you, because that is the soul essence that I am feeling, this great love and compassion for each one of you. And as you hear my words, see if you can search for the sense of that love, because there is a sense of the home. Home is in her energy. It is like the hearth, baking of the bread, the desire to feed the family, to look after their welfare. That is the sense of what I feel about her. This great desire to see that all of her children are comfortable, cared for, and loved. Connect to that if you can. And I will tell you her words as she expresses them to me. My children, I have loved you from the very beginning. There was no thought, no question as to what I would do for you. I was there at your creation, you know. I saw your souls being formed. I heard the command to go forth and experience. And you did this. And as you went through your many experiences, in some of them you suffered. And it pained me to see you suffer. But then I knew, I understood that in your suffering there would not only be grace, but a strength would come from those sufferings that you do not understand. And so I watched, and I waited for this moment, and it is finally here. I knew beforehand that all of my children upon earth would fall to a very dense dimension that you call the third dimension. And we were not certain that you would survive the depth of that denseness, but you did. And you survived with just a fraction of your glory, just a fraction. And it is time now to come back to what you were and to go beyond. And that is my message. My friends who are my children, you have suffered greatly in so many lifetimes. You don't remember them all. And perhaps that is a good thing. But what you have gleaned from all of those experiences has made you strong, invincible. You might not feel that at the moment, but it is the truth. In a sense, you might look upon this as a graduation day. We'll talk of this more in the new year, when you start connecting with your gifts. We will give you guidance. Know that my love surrounds each and every one of you, and I am here for you always. And the next woman coming forth is Isis. And I use the term woman because she comes forth not as the child, not as the teenager, but the woman who has accumulated all of her skills in her femininity. And that is how I see her, this advanced being who understands all of the roles that she plays. And when I say play, I don't mean something that she has made up, but rather all that the mature spiritual being holds within her heart. The grace, the knowledge, experience, understanding. She comes forth on that wave bearing all of those abilities in complete harmony with those abilities and the confidence that that harmony brings. She comes forth as the female, the woman, the epitome of what the woman can bring forth. And so she says, as you have been told, this is a very important moment in the history of humankind. We have all stood in the background, anticipating this moment, knowing that this moment would be here. And now it is finally surfacing in your awareness. More important than your awareness is the abilities that it brings. Mother God spoke of coming forth next year and discussing this with you because this is a very nurturing moment. It is like the seed that sprouts as a stalk of grain. It has been in the ground all of these years, just waiting for the right moment. And the moment has come, and the seed has split. And out of that seed comes that new growth, ever reaching for the sun, ever moving in the completeness of what it was designed to do. And that is where you are at this moment. Understand that the perfection is there. It was programmed into the seed. But like the seed, it must be nurtured. There must be the rain, the sun. It must be the right temperature. And it sprouts, and it comes forth, and it produces. As I said, that is where you are at the moment. And so don't be discouraged if you don't understand everything yet. That will come. And in a few short days, less than 30, you will start to feel this growth. Be aware of it, because as you become aware of it, you will expect more. It is like the giver of the gifts and the recipient of the gifts. The more gifts that are given, the recipient expects more. And in that expectation, more is given. Think of the mother or the father with the child. The child wants more. The parent is willing to give more. If there is no expectation, you might say it tempers the gifts. So be aware of what is within. Be aware of what is coming forth. Become aware of what you are becoming. We will come back in less than 30 days. Expect us.